Hello, this is Brian. Today is Sunday, May 30th, 2021, and I'm in the San Bernardino National Forest in the San Bernardino Mountains. I'm just parked up on the crest of this little hill here, trying to see if there's a use trail to get down to this drainage. I guess it's a tributary of City Creek Canyon. Right here's the California 330. I'm just trying to make sure there's no poison oak around here. What I wanted to do is just see if I can get to this canyon bottom without putting myself in danger. It's pretty a little sketchy coming over here, but surrounded by some huge big berry manzanitas, Arctostaphylos glauca, and they're developing their drupes, their fruits. And true to name, they're big, the fruits. There seems to be some kind of a use trail heading down this way. And then we got some Ceanothus crassifolius. And I know I've said this in previous videos about the variety. I might be looking at variety planus. These ones have predominantly flattened leaves. This could be variety planus. It's supposed to be more of a western transverse ranges species. We're in the eastern transverse ranges, the San Bernardinos, and then the Little San Bernardino Mountains are considered the eastern transverse ranges. So like I said, I'm trying to hike down this. It appears to be some kind of a use trail. So I'm just trying to see if I could follow it down to the canyon bottom. So there's some lush stuff going on down there. But I'm also, looking out for. You gotta look out for sketchy spots over here, because soil's a little loose in spots. And for bushwhacking. Beautiful over here. We got scrub oak, big berry manzanita. Of course, what goes down must come up, especially hoggyleaf redberry. I'd say we're about an elevation of 3,300 feet right now. It's like this might become a little bit of a scramble over here, actually. So I'm gonna have to watch my step going down this, but it seems to be a use trail because it looks very lush down there, and that's one of the big reasons why I wanted to come over here. It's some huge Bigcone Douglas-Firs down here. That's kind of why I wanted to come here in the first place. But now I gotta do some down climbing over here. But it appears that this use trail goes down. I was wondering, because I've passed by this area along the 330, and I did a spotlight on trees episode over in that spot over there on the knobcone pine. And I've passed by this area countless times going in the San Bernardino Mountains. Always pass these really tall Bigcone Douglas-Firs. I wanted to see if they're really as big as they appeared. So far, it looks to be the case. It looks like I'm gonna have to do some very, very, very careful scrambling. Looks like it's gonna be at least some tricky class too. Looks kind of tricky over here, but there's even an Incense-Cedar over there. And down there, I think that I saw some white alder. Just wondering if it's going to be worth going down, but that's a pretty decent sized Bigcone Douglas-Fir right here. This is a pretty decent sized specimen. Beautiful tree. This does look very sketchy over here. Ooh boy. Oh boy, yeah, this looks sketchy as heck. Yeah. Grab on some branches here. Keep my footing up. Alright. A couple tricky spots coming down here. Yeah, predominantly here it's scrub oak, big berry manzanita, some hoary-leaf ceanothus. It looks like the little use trail continues. I thought it looked like it was going to peter out over here. I'm just taking my time. Just want to see if there's anything interesting going down in this canyon bottom. Always been wanting to check this area out for a while. It's just very, very sketchy. I'm also looking out for western poison oak. You can tell people down here because there are remnants of garbage. Ooh, even a hollyleaf cherry down here. Okay. Coming back up this is going to be a pain in the butt. Let's see. I think this is the drainage of City Creek down here. Alright. Now we got a little thicket of interior live oak over here. I'm kind of dreading going back up this. Well, one good thing I got going for me, it's going to be uphill, so it's going to be a little less technical. That's some interior live oak over here. Oh boy, that's sketchy over here. Soil's very loose. Looks like it's going to become a full-blown bushwhack. I don't know if I'm going to want to go down much further than this. Ah, well, it's a good thing I brought the camera with me. It's a species of shrub that I've only seen once before in my life. Southern California storax. Storax redivivus. This one right here. I've only seen it once before, and that was along the San Juan Trail in the Santa Ana Mountains, Cleveland National Forest. Now it's back in October of 2017, and it's a deciduous shrub, so at the time it was, the leaves were mostly yellow. Well, most of the leaves were off the plants, but there were still some yellow leaves. And that's just it right here. Southern California storax. It's in the storax family, the Styracosaceae. It's like a small to medium sized shrub. And these are interior live oaks right here. But yeah, it looks like it's going to get a whole lot worse coming here. It might turn into a really insane bushwhack, so I don't know if it would be really a good idea to keep tempting fate. I gotta climb up this steep class 2 slope to get back up, which I think will probably be a little bit better than going downhill. But it's beautiful over here. I was just wondering how far I could go down, and apparently it looks like unless I want to do some severe bushwhacking, well, let me see, maybe I'll check it a little bit further. Yeah, now, this is a part of City Creek drainage over here. If you hear any popping sounds, it's right by where I did the spotlight on the knobcone pines. That area is actually used as a shooting range too, so people often come and pop off their shotguns and stuff, I guess target practice or whatever you want to call it. Let's see here. Alright, let's see how much further I can go before poison oak stops further progress or intense bushwhacking. Oh boy, does it look sketchy over here. Oh boy. Let's see. Well, looks like I can keep going a little bit more, at least. If I can get through, keep my head kind of ducked. I'm gonna have to use some of these tree branches or these shrub branches for support. Otherwise, this is going to be almost like class 2, like high class 2 scrambling. Sorry, spider. I'm about to Yeah, this is kind of the end of line for me. It's a little sketchy, and it looks like whatever passageway there was kind of stops here. Dang, I was kind of curious about this area. Oh well. I can't say that I didn't give it a try. I was able to get through a nice chunk of this. Thought it was going to take me to the bottom. Well, the only other way is to do some full-blown bushwhacking, which I'm not going to do today. I just want to see how far I can get down and, reasonably get down without any extraordinary effort. I mean, this wasn't my main plan for today. Otherwise, this would have been. Otherwise, I probably would have put a lot more effort into it. But I mean, my main plan is to go higher up in the San Bernardinos near Barton Flats and do some videos over there. But yeah, I don't see any more pathway to get down there. I was lucky. I didn't know how far I was going to get down. I wanted to investigate the Bigcone Douglas-Firs in the area, but I might, try a different way next time, going up a different path. There might be some others on the other side, closer to the shooting range, but not exactly in it. I'm definitely not going near that today. When I went that last time, back on February 28th, when I did the spotlight video, it was quiet and nobody was there shooting off their guns. Well, this is interesting. Beautiful over here. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the hike I did by Mount Wilson. Very sketchy terrain. I was trying to hike to Occidental Peak from the west side. Trying to hike from Eaton Saddle, and that ended up in a disaster. That was a disaster. I fell off the mountain, what can I say? That was back in 2019. Almost 2 years ago to the date. So I guess what I'm going to have to do is do some class 2 climbing to get back up this. Well, interesting. I mean, yeah, those Bigcone Douglas-Firs do appear to be quite large. Probably like 120. Because I know it goes much further down than where I am right now. Probably goes down another 15, 20 feet. And the tree rises above the turnout area, so I know it's a pretty big tree. I was hoping to have a clear pathway to get down there, maybe get some footage of the tree up close, but maybe I'll find another way. I know this is a pretty popular turnout where I'm parked. Almost every time I come by it, there's somebody or several people parked at it, chilling, kicking back. But I know people have been down here, obviously. Otherwise, there'd probably be no pathway. This would just be a complete bushwhack. You'd be at the mercy of all these chaparral shrubs here. When you're down in the chaparral like this, it feels more like an actual forest. Well, I'm gonna go leave it at that. I hope you found this little mini adventure at least somewhat entertaining. At least maybe some interesting things. I like this holly leaf cherry right here. I'm gonna concentrate on getting up and not falling on my butt. At least it's uphill from here. Normally, at the end of an adventure, I like to say, oh, at least it's all downhill, but when it comes to class 2 scrambling or higher, I'm glad it's all uphill. I'll see you on my next video. Thanks for watching.